Everyone, I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
KUAM TV8, first on Guam. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adahi Itano program. Apply at matson.com. Cars Plus, Guam's automotive leader in sustainability and electric vehicles. Learn more at carsplusguam.com. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
What was supposed to be a rally for Sanchez students to voice out to rebuild their campus now was canceled because of a shooting threat. I'm Julian Hernandez with the story.
Plus, U.S. strategy in the Pacific Islands region was the focus of a Senate Foreign Relations Committee hearing today. Nestor Lacanto with that report. And the Molesto Crab Fest is this weekend. Jason Salas with a look at what you can expect during the celebration. Hafiz and buenas noches. Bienvenido para KUAM News Primetime. I'm Nick Delgado. Viva Fresco Friday. A 14-year-old boy is taken into custody after he allegedly admitted to authorities that he was the one who sent a text threatening gun violence during a scheduled student rally for Simon Sanchez High students. The child allegedly telling authorities it was a joke, but the apparent joke now has him facing charges of terroristic conduct. Julian Hernandez reports.
A violent joke derails a student-organized rally to rebuild Simon Sanchez High and lands a teenage boy in the Department of Youth Affairs. The event was planned for Friday afternoon at the John F. Kennedy High intersection in Tumon.
I was actually really looking forward to the rally because I also made a lot of posters and stuff. I wanted to participate because I wanted the rebuild to start because there was too much delays.
The rally to promote the rebuilding of the Jigo campus interrupted after this post circulated on social media. The image threatening gun violence during the event. Guam police confirming Friday morning they tracked down the students who made the alleged threat. The child, only identified as a 14-year-old boy, is charged with terroristic conduct. He allegedly admitted to police it was a joke.
Joke or not, it's still really stupid. Honestly, it went a little too far, saying it as a joke.
I was pretty upset of how they had to cancel our stuff just for that reason.
The situation has education officials and police on high alert. School aides were seen at all entry points of JFK High, where Sanchez students are currently in double session. Our cameras capturing students lining up before being cleared to enter the campus. It's precautions that has this Sanchez sophomore feeling safe enough to go to school while others opt not to.
I was pretty scared. I was planning on not going to school today, but our school said that we cannot bring our bags, so yeah. So I feel more safe now that I know that the person is arrested already.
Although classes were not canceled today, we were told many Sanchez students have opted to not go to school in fear of their safety. The threat even forcing the event organizer to stay home as a precaution. Despite the setback, the Sharks have not lost hope to have their voices be heard.
I would like to participate in it, and it will be a big thing. I just want to be back in Jigo. Driving all the way from Jigo to JFK it's a really long drive, even for my parents. I got to ride the bus sometimes. It's very hard.
GPD spokesperson Officer Berlin Sevilla also stating these types of posts can have a lasting impact on the mental and emotional well-being of those who come across them. In today's digital age, it is more important than ever to be mindful of the content we share online and the potential harm it can cause. Meantime, a new date for the Rebuild Sanchez rally has yet to be announced. Julianne Hernandez, KUAM News.
Thanks, Jules. Murder is the fourth leading manner of death for Guam, scrutinizing a troubling association. Island experts breaking down how the drug ice has ties to homicides on the island. Authorities concluding that recent killings on Guam were drug-related. KUAM's Destiny Cruz with more on the Chief Medical Examiner's report.
Is there a link between methamphetamine and homicide on the island? According to the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner's annual report, data suggests there is. The OCME investigating 7 homicide death cases in 2023, making murder the 4th leading manner of death by their metrics. The connection between drugs, alcohol, and murder is evidenced in the findings of those substances in the systems of 3 of the 7 homicides at the time of the incident, with 2 notably recorded to have meth in their system. Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Jeffrey Nine.
You see in the report that we had 37 methamphetamine overdose deaths. Some of them were not classified as accidents. Some were other categories, either suicides, or some of them were related to homicide cases. By far, the only other drugs we found were single instances of like morphine, codeine that were prescription medications.
The report also shows that males and islanders appear most frequently in the homicide category, with age groups between 40 to 49 and 50 to 59 the most highly represented age bracket in the data set. The data also highlights the following mechanisms of the homicides in order: gun, blunt force, and stabbing. It's information that partners like the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center considered the Substance Use Authority used to try and get in front of the problem.
All the data collection that we do, partnerships with the medical examiner's office, and whether it's suicide, what kind of or drug data, we can get in front of how we want to use those prevention dollars.
It's much needed prevention amid 2 murders at the top of this year. Dr. Nine hoping this data could steer the island in a safer direction. For the OCME's full report, visit KUAM.com.
U.S. strategy in the Pacific Islands region was the focus of a Senate Foreign Relations Committee hearing today, and the newly signed Compacts of Free Association were among the key topics. Nestor Lecanto has more.
Top State and Defense Department officials testified on the strategic importance of the Pacific region. They said the recent 20-year extension of the Compacts of Free Association were vital. Assistant Defense Secretary for Indo-Pacific Security Affairs, Eli Ratner.
Providing the necessary funding was one of the most important things Congress could do this year to advance our priorities in the Indo-Pacific. These agreements provide assured access for our operations, and they prevent would-be adversaries from accessing sovereign FAS land, airspace, and territorial waters. The bottom line is that the compacts help secure a part of the Indo-Pacific that is larger than the continental United States.
The deals provide some $7.1 billion in assistance to the FSM, Palau, and the Marshall Islands over the next 20 years. It comes at a time, officials say, when, quote, China is drawing from a range of coercive tools in an attempt to erode long-standing U.S. partnerships and advance Beijing's own influence. But Republican Senator Mitt Romney says what the Chinese are doing is working.
I mean, you look at the things they do, and it's a comprehensive plan, and appears to be a very effective strategy. If we have a strategy to counter China, it's not working.
Meanwhile, he said the State Department has yet to deliver on a comprehensive China strategy called for in a law he co-sponsored. Assistant Secretary of State for Pacific Affairs, Daniel Crittenbrink.
I'm confident that we have a strategy. I'm confident that our China strategy is succeeding, has been successful, and is succeeding. But this is an unprecedented challenge. But I commit to being responsive to your request, Senator.
Senator Romney says the report has been due since June of 2022. Nestor Lecanto, KUAM News.
Well, we here at KUAM will be celebrating our 70th anniversary all year long. After getting recognition from the governor's office and the legislature, Guam Delegate James Moylan also presented Team KUAM with a certificate and a flag from the nation's capital.
A special congressional recognition for your 70th anniversary. Wanted to thank you on behalf of the Capitol, the 118th Congress, for all the achievements and all the good things you have done for the people of Guam, keeping us well informed during good times and bad times. You're here as a family, you work it as a family, and the people of Guam, I sure appreciate it, and just to let you know, so does the United States Congress for all you've done. So congratulations.
You can watch more about KUAM's journey to our 70th year on the air on KUAM News Weekend Edition. Time for a quick break, but keep it here. More from your local news leader after this break.
Half a Day Fresco Fridays on KUAM News. Presented by Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas. Located in Hagåtña, just across from the Gatti Shopping Center.
Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza later. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now, then pizza again. Free pizza means your next dinner is covered. Your future self will thank you. Get it while it's hot. Only at Pizza Hut.
Welcome back to Prime Time. There are big developments in the criminal cases faced by former President Donald Trump. The first related to the federal classified documents case, a judge denying Trump's request that the case be dropped on grounds of unconstitutional vagueness. It was the first of two motions argued by the former president's lawyers during a day-long hearing in Florida.
Tonight, in a new legal blow, a federal judge denying former President Trump's request to toss out criminal charges alleging he hoarded classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. The presumptive GOP nominee seen arriving this morning, greeting supporters gathered outside the Florida courthouse. His attorneys arguing the law on national security secrets is too vague, and that Mr. Trump believed he was allowed to keep the documents as his personal records, according to the Presidential Records Act, saying last night,
I took them very legally, and I wasn't hiding them.
But federal judge Aileen Cannon, a Trump appointee, tonight writing a dismissal over vagueness now would be, quote, premature, and earlier at the hearing appearing skeptical of any argument to toss the charges based on the Presidential Records Act, telling Mr. Trump's team it's difficult to see how this gets you to the dismissal of an indictment. No decision yet on a trial date. Mr. Trump's team urging her to push it until after the November election. That ruling coming after a surprising setback for Manhattan's prosecutors just 11 days before Mr. Trump's hush money trial was set to begin. Tonight, the district attorney's office saying they do not oppose waiting 30 days to start the trial in an abundance of caution. The case where prosecutors have accused the former president of bearing a hush money payment to a porn star ahead of the 2016 election, now marred in a fight over a significant number of documents related to Michael Cohen, the man who made the payment. Records Mr. Trump's attorneys say they need to prepare their defense. According to a new court filing, tens of thousands of pages of documents were only recently turned over to Mr. Trump's team. A Trump spokesman responding tonight, this case has no basis in law or fact.
Over in the Anamaya, all roads lead to Garapan. At least that's the hope. Regional correspondent Tomas Manglotnia reports on the revitalization project taking shape in the heart of Saipan's tourist district.
Saipan's tourist district is a work in progress.
The paseo is open for vehicular traffic.
The Garapan revitalization project is paving the way for a more vibrant tourist district. They've opened a new road to provide locals and tourists access to businesses at the heart of Garapan.
As you can see, the initial phase of the project is focused on getting the curb and gutter, sidewalks, all of that construction done first. And then the second phase of the project is the asphalt coating of the existing roads.
The $11 million EDA-funded project is expected to be completed by November. However, there have been some challenges posed by the EPA permitting process, weather, and existing businesses whose property extends into the right-of-way. And the workforce is also a major factor.
Workforce has been an issue. The contractor has expressed that they have some employees that were affected by the touchback. And however, they have begun some of the workers coming back as early as last month. As early as December, and so we're seeing their workforce coming back.
So far, he says they've paid out a total of $1.5 million for construction. The total construction contract with USA Fanter is about $9 million. The federal funds are issued as reimbursements. Tomas Manglotnia, KUAM News, Saipan.
Thanks, Tomas. There's a weekend-long event happening in the island's rustic southern end that combines fun, tradition, and the unmistakable island hospitality, and in celebration of a familiar creature. Here's Jason Salas, not that creature though, with more on the Molesto Crab Festival.
You'll want to make plans to head down south to Molesto this weekend as the Guputsumoru Crab Festival returns. If you've never tried catching crabs by hand on grass, here's Mayor Ernest Chargaloff's pro tips on how not to get pinched.
Because you have to be, have good reflex, because the crab's first instinct is to protect itself from being caught. So you have to know where to approach it from. So you have to approach it from behind, and once you get from behind and you get the shell, go behind the shell. You avoid getting bit. And like if you don't approach it, you're gonna see some crabs flying in the air, and a flying crab out of reflex.
And while Sunday afternoon has traditionally been the star of the show with the crab hunt, there's fun around every inch of the fairgrounds on all 3 days.
Saturday and Sunday we have the tuba drinking for the adults and the lauder contest. I haven't done the husking because I need to find the grader, the graders. The tuba drinking and the talada contest has always been the staple next to the crab release.
Also capitalizing on the coastal village's surroundings, there's also fun out on the water. Whether you watch from the pier, wading in shallow water, or on the shore, it's always a breathtaking view.
We have to have the canoe paddling race. We've done that every year, whenever we can, because there's an association that they run their own races, and then we have the jet ski as well.
And if you happen to be a hunter that wants to contribute to the crab count, the community's more than happy to talk.
Well, if anybody out there that has land crabs, I buy everything and anything. Any amount you've got. I mean, I'm willing to go broke to promote the event. I mean, you've got crab, I'm willing to buy it off your hands. Nobody's going to come to your house and buy 20 dozen all at once.
But the mayor also says there's a vibe to the crab festival that makes it distinctly Molesto.
But that's one thing that the South offers, is the warmth and hospitality. And they're still there in the north, central and northern, but I think the southern villages are the ones that run the fiestas, take it to heart.
And speaking of our connection to other members of the animal kingdom, the annual Pig Derby back this weekend. Last year's wildly successful event saw nearly 5 dozen hunters remove 45 feral pigs from our jungles, resulting in nearly a ton of meat, equaling more than 4,200 meals. The Department of Agriculture's Field to Fork Babui event allows registered hunters for both firearms and bow divisions to safely and responsibly control the feral pig population. Minors wanting to participate need to be accompanied by an adult. You can find out more at doag.guam.gov. The agency has been holding safety briefings this week for participants, with the Derby kicking off tomorrow at the Jigo Senior Citizen Center and the Police Coben down in Talafofo. Please be safe and happy hunting. A special ceremony held for a co-founder of the Micronesian Archaeological Research Services, Judith Amesbury, who worked as one of their directors for 30 years, is presented with the Ancient Order of the Churai. The event was held at Adelup Thursday, the administration noting with over 100 authored and co-authored technical reports and archaeological projects on Guam and in the region, Amesbury has helped us learn about our past so we can better understand who we are and where we come from. Amesbury was congratulated on her retirement before being given the highest award that can be given to a non-native. We all offer our congratulations and best wishes. Santa Barbara Catholic School celebrating Mes Chamorro with Fun Chamorro Day event today. From a hut decorating contest, student performances, various cultural activities, and guest speakers. Students enjoying the day while also learning the importance of this month. 7th graders Aubrey Jade Figueroa and Eliana Alicia Tesoro.
Yesterday, all the parents, we started decorating, and then we also prepared the food and stuff in our classroom so we can all celebrate.
It's really important because we celebrate all our culture, our heritage. We come together and celebrate our similarities, our differences. It's important to us as a whole, and we celebrate as one community.
Social Studies Department Head Brittany Terria adding it's the first Mes Chamorro celebration the Catholic school has had in several years due to the COVID-19 pandemic and Typhoon Mawar.
Since the pandemic, we unfortunately haven't been able to celebrate. That's why I guess you can see there's a lot of excitement that you see around us. The kids are still excited.
And Biba Mes Chamorro to the Spartans. bringing the beauty of the island to life. Sail the seas at the Dusit Place in Tumon with the Voyage Home. It's local photographer Luke Fernandez's first solo exhibit that captures the expression of life in the ocean. The photo exhibit, described as celebrating the elements that are found in the water but are often overlooked, such as the relationship between water and light, life in the sea, and the ocean's ability to be cold lonesomes, yet invoke a feeling of warmth. Here's a look at the opening night. You can still catch the exhibit at Dusit Place across the Aquarium of Guam until Sunday, March 17th from 10 in the morning to 6 at night. There will also be a Marmar workshop from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. this Saturday and Sunday, and local vendors. This St. Patrick's Day, support your local musicians who will be going on tour and bringing Guam music to the hot cities of San Diego, Las Vegas, Huntington Beach, and Dallas. The John Dank Show and Jonah Hunnam hosting a final fundraiser this Sunday at 8 in the evening at the Vibes Restaurant and Tavern for the Crowns and Beyond the Reef Westpac mini-series spring tour. John Dank Show lead singer Frankie McJohn tells us it's going to be an exciting night with a lineup of talented local artists to include DJ Silent, DJ Subpar, Straight Up Jed, The Party System, Fat Tofu, and of course Jonah Hunnam and the John Dank Show.
We're basically going to be playing our set that we're playing on tour, so everybody who comes out to the fundraiser will see what we're playing outside of here. I mean, we don't count the COVID years, so. But yeah, we've been doing this for 7 years now, and you know, we're really trying. Every step we take with the music, we're trying to put our best foot forward to represent where we're from and stuff. So all of the support's already, you know, our island's gone above and beyond in supporting us, and you know, any support we do get, it's always greatly appreciated.
It's also the John Dank Show's 10th year anniversary this year. Congratulations, of course, to the band. You can get your tickets now for the fundraiser and tour at guamtime.net. Now for a look at your world at home. Here's a view captured from Oka Point in Tumuni.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa, you can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
For the first time in 30 years, Coors Light has an ad in the big game.
Actually, this is a Miller Lite commercial.
Mountain Cold Refreshment. It's Miller time. Great taste. Less filling. Cold as the Rockies. Coors commercial. Miller commercial.
Actually, it's a Blue Moon commercial.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Foodie Call is brought to you by Sahali. Snack better with Sahali snacks.
Happy day, guys. Welcome back to another edition of Foodie Calls. And today's calling are snacks from Sahali's. And today we have their honey almonds glazed mix, their pomegranate vanilla flavored cashews, their fruit and nut trail mix, and their banana rum pecans. So let's go and start off in trying the honey almond glazed mix. Oh, taste this. If you have a sweet tooth and a texture kind of person, this is a really good healthy alternative to eating some snacks. Okay, now we're moving on to the pomegranate vanilla flavored cashews. Let's go try this. The pomegranate vanilla flavor in these cashews makes sense. Next is the classic fruit and nut cereal. What did I just eat? Wow, that's really good. This one is a little bit more traditional. There's not much coating on the nuts compared to the other ones that we tried already, but can't go wrong with simple fruit and nut trail mix. So we have dry roasted pecans and cashews in this with banana dices and banana chips. It's really good. I think this is my favorite. Shout out to my PMBA class. I know you guys would love these together with Dr. Diego as a healthy snack and for anything on the go. All right, guys, and that wraps up today's episode brought to you by Sahali Snacks. We'll see you guys next week.
Foodie Call is brought to you by Sahali. Snack better with Sahali snacks.
Okay, what are you doing watching us right now? Actually, if you're watching us on a phone or a tablet, awesome. I hope you're making your way down to Molesto because the Crab Festival is about to begin. Fireworks at 7 o'clock. Look at the schedule of events, everybody. Canoe race tomorrow, 10 a.m. Make sure to go down south, celebrate with our brothers and sisters down there. Then Sunday, 4:30 in the afternoon, the big crab hunt. Si Jules Masi to Mayor Ernest Chargaloff and his wonderful staff and the entire village for putting on another amazing crab festival. Can't wait to go down there and celebrate with them. Speaking of celebrating, you want to stop by the Kaha Gallery on the second floor of the DNA building for Biba Mestomoro exhibit. It's open Monday through Friday from 9 to 4. Make sure to check it out and celebrate our beloved island culture. And a writing workshop is happening up in the CNMI, so make sure to check that out. Celebrate the power of words. It happens at Springs Plaza, all part of the My Marianas writing workshop. All right, we got a crab festival to go to, so all right, see you guys.
Now for your Coldstone Creamery Birthday Club shout-out submitted on KUAM.com and the winner of a yummy ice cream cake.
Happy Friday birthday to John Uggan, who celebrates birthday number 53 today. And to my one and only brother, John, wishing you a wonderful day. Love, your sister, Joan. John, we hope you have a fantastic day. Have something great to eat tonight. All right, happy birthday, John. Peter Flores Uggan, we love you, Uncle Peter, and we hope you have a great birthday. You know what? Everybody on Guam's got an Uncle Peter. And Peter Flores Uggan, we hope your family is celebrating you today. God bless you today and always. Maria Fujikawa Delgado, happiest of birthdays to Maria. We are so excited to celebrate her 90 years of life and love. You are an incredible woman, wife, sister, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and great-great-grandmother. Biba Maria Delgado. Yes, absolutely. And we love you so much, and blessings to you, Miss Maria. Axel Lucas Negosa Nicholas, happy third birthday to you. Love mommy, daddy, your brother Eli, and the entire Family. All right. Now we do have a cake to give away, and cake is awesome. And this week's Coldstone Creamery birthday cake winner is Oliver Paul Carbolito, who was born on the 13th of March. Oliver, we'll DM you and let you know when you can pick up your prize. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Congratulations, Oliver, and happy birthday to all of you celebrating out there. And as you saw, happy birthday, Grandma. Well, esta gizon mizu primetime show si Zeus maasi put nenenega guahu sinik delgado. Adios.